Well, what do we got here? And here we have the Venustas Heated Jacket. This thing is working out super well. A very timely package because it is cooling down out here. It's getting real cold despite it being really sunny. The sun is nice. I have to stand out in the sun to warm up a bit. Ooh. What do we have here? What the heck? That is so much bigger than I thought. What is this? Oh, yo, that's crazy. I mean, it's not crazy. It's a freaking bag. Yeah, no, I did not cut that when I was opening the box. I'm always very careful because I noticed that immediately and I was like, did I cut that? There's no way. I don't cut things in boxes because I understand how boxes work. Like when it comes to something like this, you're supposed to like slightly trim, you know, the tape on the top. You don't cut into the box. Don't cut into the box. That's what happened probably. Venustas, the expert in heated apparel. And then immediately I grabbed the battery. It's heavy. Oh, that's cool. I don't know why I'm so excited. I guess it's because I've never had a heated vest in my life. I've never really thought, let me get this out of the bag. And I never really thought that I would buy one. And what's funny is like I'm calling it a heated vest and I forgot. I legit forgot I got the jacket, which is even better. Which is also kind of funny because I did receive this for free. And it's not because it's free that I forgot. It's because we actually set this up like a couple months ago, but it was too hot. And so I wanted to wait before I would do a review on something like this because I use my stuff before I review it. And unlike right now as well, I like to do the initial impressions. And over the next few days, I'll be wearing this every single day and we'll get used to it. Venustas, medium. Yeah, you got the warnings because of the battery and stuff like that. Just don't be a dum-dum. Shell is 100% polyester, lining is 97% nylon, and 3% graphene nylon, so 100% nylon. I got to choose this, and I was gonna choose one of their vests, which is probably why I kept thinking I was gonna get a vest. Like I knew this was supposed to happen, right? Because it's been a couple months, and I don't forget stuff like this. But I did forget what the heck I chose, and I'm really liking that I chose this because it's been getting like really cold lately. Well, not really cold, a little bit of hyperbole there. It's only been in like the 50s, but it's been like in the 80s like the several days prior to that. So when the temperature drops drastically and suddenly like that, it does make it feel way colder because your body is not used to it. Wow, look at this. That's a very nice battery. Venustas. Here's a card. Scan the QR code. Now, I have only ever really had a couple of batteries similar to this, I guess you could say. Not for heated vests or anything or heated jackets, but just like, battery packs. This size even. I'm pretty sure I have it somewhere right over here. Let's see. Oh yeah, the handy dandy U-Green, real cheap battery pack. It's bigger than the Venustas. This is what's going to be heating us, in case you couldn't tell. It's a battery powered heated jacket. Nice, yeah, look at that. It's like a carbon fiber kind of pattern there. Really nice. And the charging cable, of course. I should probably charge it. Here's a user manual. They have a whole big user manual here. Nah. Let's try on the jacket. I've been loving it, and I don't have the heating element on right now. It's quite a bit warm. I mean, it's like in the 50s, but the sun being out here at high elevation is very warm, and I can barely, like, I'm squinting so much. I should probably put some sunglasses on or something while I'm doing this. Otherwise, I'm going to be like mean mugging you the whole time. But yeah, the way that this heating element works is you essentially, let me clip this on here. You basically just need to hold the button here for like 2 or 3 seconds and it'll turn on, and it starts to heat up, like basically instantly. Well, maybe not instantly. Let's say it's like a minute and a half. Like I've had this on for only like 2 minutes and it's already like very toasty. It's cold out right now. I think it's probably like in the 40s, low 40s, something like that. Plus it's night, it's a little bit breezy, and I'm just wearing a t-shirt under this with this Venustas jacket, and it is just amazing, honestly. Like, this is the first time I'm using it right now, and like the heat pads in here, and they're like thin, right? I mean, you can feel them. You can feel that there's something in here. The jacket is actually like decently hefty for this kind of jacket, for like a fleece looking jacket, right? Like most of it's fairly light, but because there's like heating panels and stuff like that on the inside, it is a little bit heavier than you might imagine, but not, it's like not heavier than any of my other jackets really. Like my like any leather jacket, it's lighter than, so it's not a heavy jacket at all, which could be a bad thing. I don't know, it depends on if you're layering with it, and if you are layering with it, then I would definitely recommend going true to size. Like I have, like this is a medium, and it's a roomy medium, right? I have a 41-inch chest, and I feel like it's it's built so that you can wear like a couple of layers underneath, right? Unless you want to tailor your fit and size down a bit, then maybe that'll probably work for a lot of people, I think, especially if you want more of like a fashion fit rather than a functional one. Although, like, it depends on what size you are, right? Just because you're sizing down doesn't mean it's gonna be removing functionality. I think it'll be perfectly fine. And this thing, I do like the light as well. It's kind of nice. I'm curious if you can turn it off. I should probably read the instructions, which I haven't done yet. But yeah, this is a nice jacket. So after you hold the button down for like 3 seconds, it'll start to kind of flash red. That's when it's preheating the jacket. And then after it's done heating, it will go down to the medium setting, which is the white. It's so bright. And then you can optionally just tap it once, like click it one time to bring it down to the low settings, or maybe it goes to high, whatever it is. There are 3 different settings: medium, low, and high. And blue is low. So it's like the cool setting, right? Blue. Then you have the white, which is a little bit warmer. And then you have the red, which is the hottest one. And I'm actually going to go ahead and turn this off. It's hard to see during the day. I didn't even realize I was turning it on and off just now, because with the sun just like beaming on me, lights are very hard to see, right? Understandably. The zipper is very smooth. It's YKK. Every one of them is YKK, which makes sense. You probably shouldn't be using different zipper brands on the same jacket. Although I don't doubt that there are companies that do that, where they'll probably use the YKK on the main one and then like cheaper ones elsewhere. Nice large hand warmer pockets. When you put your hand in this pocket with the battery pack in it, your hand goes over the battery pack. There are a lot of jackets that are built where if you put your hand in the hand warmer pocket, your hand will be behind the items on the inside of the jacket, which is just like such an awkward feeling, because the hand warmer will go behind the stuff, but that's not the case here, which is definitely way more preferable. Sizing is true to size, I would say, especially if you're thinking about this in the context of winter. You're going to want to layer with it, whether under or over. And I would say I'm pretty much a medium across the board with most brands, and that is not an exception to this. I would say it's a slightly roomier medium than most brands would give you, but it makes sense in the sense of it being a heated jacket, right, with layering for winter and fall time. We're in fall right now, and I can wear this at night quite a bit because it's cold at night. But during the day, I'm actually fairly warm right now. The heating element is not on, but check their size charts on their website. Use my affiliate link. Check it out. As well, when you have the jacket unzipped, when it drapes, it kind of stays closer to your body in that sense, right? Which just offers like kind of a nice relaxed kind of look without it flaring out and looking sloppy, because it's a roomy jacket. You can tell on my body it looks quite, I wouldn't say it looks big, but it doesn't look like a small jacket. And it is a hefty jacket as well, especially when you're putting the battery pack in there. So if you wanted to wear this like during the day, during fall, and it's warm where you are like this, then I would probably not keep the battery pack in here because it makes it a little bit heavier. But the jacket itself is also kind of a hefty jacket because of the heating elements in it. The heating part is so nice. It is definitely worth it in my opinion to have a heated jacket. I just like the utility of this. After only one day of wearing it, I've realized that I'm probably gonna wear this a lot, like tons, just because it's so nice. And I'm the type of person that typically will be outside a lot of the time, no matter how cold it is. It can be like negative Fahrenheit even, just chill. Like, I like to be outside even if it's extremely cold, and I do that, or I have done that all my life without even ever having a heated jacket. As you can see, this is where the heating elements are stitched in, right? These square panels, you can see slightly the outlines here of these heating elements, or like the wires. I don't know the internals of this thing, but you can kind of imagine what it is. And the rectangles on top of the shoulders. So you got the back heating, which is probably my favorite, is what I feel the most. And it's like what really gives you like that, ooh, I'm feeling really warm. Especially if you have this against just like a t-shirt like I was wearing last night, just with a t-shirt on. You can really feel the back one quite a bit. And then you have the front panels, these rectangles going down on either side, as well as the zip. As I mentioned, you have this zipper compartment, which is where the battery goes into. Let me get that out. And it's branded, of course. It looks very nice. Venustas. It uses a DC in port, so you can't use any kind of battery that you have, right? Like I showed that U-green thing I had just as a comparison for the sizing. You can't plug this in there, which is completely understandable. This is like specially built, right? And this also, you can actually output with a USB, I guess, to a device to charge it. You can see that's an output. So you can charge your devices with this. The DC in is to heat the jacket. And you don't need to use this button. This button is just to kind of check the battery life. Mine started off at, like, it was basically dead. But as we saw, like I think somebody had returned this because it was cut, right? Not the jacket, but like the initial plastic bag was kind of cut, and the battery was dead. So I imagine somebody probably used it and returned it, because usually batteries like this is, oh, right. So this battery is a power bank, Venustas 6000. It's the 7.4 volt, or 7.2 rather, DC, 7.2, 2.4 amp hours, and 4800 milliamp hours. This will last approximately 10 hours on the lowest heating setting in this jacket, which is quite a long time. And if you use it on the highest heating setting, I think it's or on the medium setting, 6 hours, something like that. I could be a little bit off, but it's around that for this battery size. They have bigger battery sizes as well. As we move into the armpit here, this is how you can tell when a garment is really well crafted, is by looking at the seams, how they're locked in or not, if they're gonna fray, because this is the weakest part of virtually any jacket, on the inside at least, is the armpit area. And this is super, super well built. It's just stitched insanely well. I was actually very surprised by it, because I've owned tons of jackets in my life, and not everything's built this well. So I take the arm out, inside out, and look at the seam here. Same beautiful seam, just really well done. And we go to the hem. The hem is super nice. It's it's like a trimmed material, slightly stretchy. This material, polyester, is stretchy on its own slightly. There's no elastane in here, but it's, this is like a fleece, so it's of course going to be a little bit of a mechanical stretch in there, and it works very well in the sense that if you need to move around, you will have movement in this thing. Although at the top, this is all 100% nylon, 3% of it is graphene nylon, and at the top, this doesn't stretch at all, right? Not even a little bit, which is completely makes sense. And I do enjoy nylon for some reason. I'm a nylon person compared to polyester when it comes to synthetic materials, but of course each has their own uses. Like, you won't really find nylons in this beautiful fleece material. I have a Uniqlo jacket that's similar to this, not heated, but it's similar to like this kind of poly, and I wore that thing for so many years. I still have it somewhere. It's always served me really well, so I can see this serving me really, really well. Venustas Heated Jackets. Was it? Okay, hold on.